Hi everyone and welcome. So this is actually my first YouTube video and first long-form tutorial. Please subscribe to this channel for more videos, get something to drink, and let's get started. So at this time I'm going to show you how I make speed ramp/bullet time videos. Of course this is not the first tutorial on this topic and there are tons of them on YouTube, but I do want to show you guys what works for me and give you some example and also some inspiration for your project. So in this type of video I usually go through a few stages, and the first stage will be the shots preparation. Basically we have a bunch of shots, we drag them here. Yeah, so we just picking up the cleanest one, and I do like the stage, to be honest, just because I can really dive into my shots, really, check properly what I have. To track your shots, you will need to go to this tab, Fusion, press Shift Space, and we tap Tracker. And we need to find some contrasty detail on this shot, and then you just click like track to both ways. And it's taking some time, it depends on your computer, to be honest, but it's not that bad. So the tracker tracked the video, it looks like that, and then we go to Operation, Match Move, and Background Only. And now you see we have this like checkerboard thing here. To avoid that margins, we are adding the next node, which is transform. So you basically just zoom in. And you remember we had this center of the wheel, like center of the attention. So we just moving it a little closer to the center, and it's perfectly stable. You see now. I'm gonna show you the same thing somewhere else on these shots, because I don't want you guys to have here like for 2 hours tracking the shots with me. We have all of the shots here and they're ready to render. So I do individual clips, you can type wherever. Then we choose the Apple ProRes 4444. So we are not, losing any quality. Keeping the same resolution here, all is good. So it's already like selected. So hit the render queue and hit render. So now we are in Premiere Pro, and the next stage is basically to edit all of those videos, right? Okay, so I drag all of those shots we tracked together. Okay, so I'm going to use this part of the music. So the first shot will be the rim shot. Yeah, this one. Right click, show keyframes, time remapping, speed. And now we have this line, and I'm going to adjust this line up and down to make the, speed ramp basically. Let's listen to the track once again, and while I'm listening to the track, I'm just like pressing M to mark the accents. Okay, so what I do is I press Command. You see this plus, so I hit the mouse button with Command pressed and drag, let's say here. Do it again. Drag that to the center, and we're gonna speed up this sequence. Let's say let's start with 600, but probably we need more. Peak moment, like the peak speed moment in this point. So, and the slowest moment will be between these two bits, like here. And this is the graphic, like the graph of the speed. But we do need to speed it up a bit more. Let's make this more curved. And that's it. So basically this is the core of speed ramps. So you just need to find the good spot in the music, like the good beat or the good accent. So if I want to cut the shot and to match it with the next shot, basically I need the same curve, but the cut will be right here on the very peak of the speed, right? One keyframe here, and then we drag it all the way to the right till the end of the shot. And then we're gonna speed ramp it, right? So something like this. And now we have this. And then we need to find one more shot. So we have this shot here. You see it's still the same movement. So we need to make basically the same thing. Show clip keyframes, time remapping, speed. Then we need to get a little, part of it. And then we do the same. We drag all the way to the left to the beginning of the clip. speed it up, press it here, make it curved, and then you see we have the same kind of curve, but now we have the cut right in the center. So it looks like that. I would say it's probably a little bit too fast to me. Like the rotation is too fast. Sometimes too fast is not the best thing, so you can just like, it's not that smooth. Okay, now we have this. And now we can work with the next shot. And then after this tutu, I want to drag it back, so I want to reverse it. Now we want to change the direction, like opposite direction of the camera, zooming in, like pushing in. So we hold Option, drag it on the timeline again, so it's kind of like just making a copy of that. We don't need all of those keyframes. Let's just delete them. Let's drag it down to 100. So we need the real speed of that shot. And then we're gonna reverse the speed. Okay, so now it's like going backwards. Then to work with keyframes, we need to nest it because we reverse the speed in Premiere, kind of like make it a little bit tricky. We do the same thing here, and then we just drag all the way to the right, speed it up a lot. Let's make it smooth. So what we have now, that's nice. And now I'm just going to like work on the rest of the shots. So now we have like from left to right sequence of orbit shots. And the next one, guess what, will be the same movement. Yeah, that's good. So what is my next step is to apply motion blur. Put this over the top of my sequence. And then I search for RSMB. It costs like 200 or something, and I use it so many years, so you know it's literally like worth buying it one time. It makes everything even smoother and not that choppy. So the next step would be sound design. Let's render it and let's see what we have. Again, this is not the final video, of course. This is just my way and my workflow, how I make this type of videos. You can also use like After Effects for tracking the shots, or you can like try to use Premiere with keyframes somehow, or you can use like CapCut or something like that. There are probably features like that. I never use that, to be honest. And I think it's a good moment where I can end the video. Please share your feedback in the comments and also subscribe to this channel to get more videos. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.